So in today's video I'm going to show you about mixed numbers and improper fractions. So let's just talk about what we mean by an improper fraction first of all. So an improper fraction means that the numerator is top heavy or bigger than the denominator. So we have our numerator and our denominator. So we say this is 10 thirds at the moment. Now, if we think about fractions, usually we're talking about part of something. Well, clearly we have 10 thirds, so there are more than one whole within this improper fraction. If we have a look at this, what we've got to do is work out how many wholes there are in here. Well, if we've got 10 thirds, you can look at this as a picture and you can draw thirds of wholes, and you can say, well, there's 3 thirds. Let's do another 3 thirds, so that's 6 thirds altogether. And then we've got, obviously, excuse my drawing, we've got 9 thirds. Plus, if I draw another hole, we've actually only got one of those. So we've got 3 thirds, plus 3 thirds, plus 3 thirds, plus 1 third. Now when we add fractions, we only add the numerator. And that's simply because it becomes too messy. Otherwise, we can't correctly see how we add them together unless the denominator is the same, because the denominator, remember, tells us how many parts the whole is cut into. So here we have 3, 6, 9, 10 thirds. We can write this as 1, 2, 3 whole and 1 third. 3 whole and 1 third is written like that. So these two things are exactly the same. This is what we call the mixed number because it's a mixture of whole numbers and parts. And this is our improper because it's top heavy on the numerator, where the denominator, it tells us how many parts the whole is set into. So let's have another go. Let's pick another one. Let's say we've got 5 halves. 5 halves. Well, 1 whole would be 2 over 2. So what we have to do is work out how many wholes we have in here and how many parts are left over. Well, 2 over 2 plus 2 over 2, well, that's 4, and then we have 1 extra, 5 over 2. Just get rid of that because that looks like it's in my way. So we can see we've got 1, 2 whole and a half becomes 2.5. And you may already know that 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Well, now you can see where it comes from. So how do you do this quickly? Well, what you have to do is you have to know your 2 times tables in this case, or in this case you have to know your 3 times table. The denominator tells us what times table it's going to be in, and you just work out, well, okay, how many 2's go, how many 2's, well, how many 5's can I get, how many 2's can I get into 5, apologies. So you're saying, oh, 2, 4, I can get 4, which is 2 whole, and 1 extra, 1 left over. So let's do a bigger number. Let's do 42 over 5. Okay, well, let's think about our 5 times table. Well, 5 times 6 is 30. Let's go a bit higher than that. 5 times 9 is 45. Too far. So let's go 1 lower. 5 times 8 is 40. Well, we've got 42 here. So it means there are 8 whole, and from 40 to 42 leaves us 2 remainder. So our remainders are in parts, they're fifths. So we say that 42 over 5 is the equivalent of 8 whole and 2 fifths.